my.
Whoa.
Oh my. Oh my.
Did I move? No, okay. Bye.
I just
What
need
in
a
the
picture.
world?
Where is he going? What is he
I
doing?
don't know.
Are you? Hello?
Oh.
Nope, he's gone.
That was so confusing.
It was definitely a local, but that was weird.
Oh, was it?
I mean, I've never seen a local pull out of a spot like that.
And I do that shit all the time. Oh God! Oh,
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 gee.
jeez.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
gosh.
Oh dear. Yeah, that doesn't work.
Hold on. Let me just get into the truck really quick so I can, you know. Oh my god, the back of it is
Julie.
somehow beat up.
oh!
I'm telling you, it was those clipboards. How much does this thing cost you anyway? I want one of those.
I
38
think they're
Delton.
39 or 38.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Wow.
Look, whoever was sitting on this side, look at the damage you did to my car. Jolie!
That wasn't me. I didn't touch your car. You want me to do some damage to it?
Don't you
will.
dare, Julie. Julie,
Yeah, she's
I hear
got a
sirens.
bat.
Put it away. Put it away.
Oh,
I said he was
oh,
en route, but I think he forgot about me.
Maybe there's a chase going on.
There's always
Who's in
something
route?
going on.
Kareem?
I don't think he would come here code 3.
Yeah. I hope not.
Oh, that's 2 sirens. There's probably a chase.
One sounds like an ambulance.
Actually, you might be right. Who knows? Maybe it's Kelly being chased. Hey, bros, that's not cool. That's not cool, man.
Is it
Julie did
is
this.
it possible
Julie
to
made me do this.
rob this place?
Yeah.
Julie, hey, Julie.
Yeah.
Oh, it is possible to rob it? Okay. That might have been why the cops were hurt earlier. 'Cause there was some
That's not
weird
cool,
people
bro.
in mass in here. I thought they were just running around being stupid. Maybe they tried to do something. Because the cops went in there and then they told me that your office is full of spiders. And then people were running out the back. And so I don't know what the hell that was about. So apparently someone tried to rob the place and then filled your office with spiders. That's what they told me. Because I was over here getting my car and they're like, yeah, don't go in there. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not going to go in the room full of spiders, I promise. I guess.
Jesus Christ.
It was more funny than anything, because I was like, that's alright. Whatever then, I guess. Yeah, so today's been interesting, because I got lit on fire. I was
Got lit
I
on
was
fire.
literally walking out. Oh yeah, well, because whenever that explosion happened earlier, I was walking out the back door.
Did you see who did it?
No, I got knocked over, and then when I got up, I fell off the stairs and next to the truck, and that's how I got caught on fire.
Hi, Kai!
Oh my goodness.
And then of course before that was when I had that guy
Hello.
land on me with the blimp when I was at a red light. That was
You've
kind of
had quite
strange.
the day. Hi, Kai! Hi, Kai! Kai, hi! Hi, Kai!
Hi.
Julie.
Hi,
Hi.
Kai!
Oh my god, it's nighttime.
What's up, buddy?
Shadow
Oh yeah,
puppets.
yeah. Let's go. Let's
Oh.
go.
Here,
Oh,
Julie,
jeez.
we found the perfect spot. Let's go, quick. We gotta go.
Okay, where are we going?
Over here.
Julie, you're gonna like this
It's even
one.
got writing on it.
Servicing.
Look, servicing.
Oh,
How perfect is that?
And there's right here. All right, Tessa, let's go. Tessa and Julie. No, on this side, like right past the arrow. Over here, Julie. Like,
I'm
right
coming.
Here.
Yeah, over. I think near. Yeah.
All right. Julie, I think you're a little too close to the wall. Come back a bit, like towards me. Keep going, keep going. All right. There's time. Move forward.
Can I try this way?
Oh gosh.
Oh my.
Hold on, wait. Let me just crouch down a bit.
Oh.
Oh,
You gotta be excited there.
oh, I have an idea.
Oh yeah, try back up. Try from up there.
Oh, that's
You
entirely
stay there.
different.
Stay there. Hold on.
Hey. Like he's going to get the
Keep
scene
going up
king.
to the roof.
Oh, he's going to
yeah,
get his
yeah,
truck.
Oh my god.
Yes, officer, we are adults.
Very adult.
Oh
Oh my god, Matt. I know you're excited, but relax.
You got them creative juices flowing.
Movie
Oh,
director,
God.
by the way.
Like we
Oh.
need to be closer to the wall.
Ooh. Oh wait, try from my. Well, no, never mind. That won't be. Never mind. Let's say try at the top of my car, but I don't know if that'll work.
Oh God. Wait, one more time. Maybe if I
Do yoga.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Wait.
wait,
Oh,
Tessa,
yeah.
you're gonna have to get closer. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Oh god.
Wait. Ah!
Oh my god. Hold on. Oh god. This is so lewd. Oh gosh. Oh, oh gosh. That's a. My goodness.
Is this no? Oh God. Don't worry
Wait,
about
hold
what's
on,
happening.
Tessa. I'm gonna stand here. You use the flashlight. I have an idea. Hold on. Okay, wait. This one's gonna be good, I think. Oh no! That's not what I meant. Hold on.
Are you trying to drill?
Hold on. Yeah.
What? Oh, you're gonna do that? I might as well sunbathe.
True.
Oh my god.
Here, Julie, something.
Okay, hold on.
You have to get closer to the wall. Alright. Oh my god, you're so small. Up a little closer. Okay, there should be fine. Oh. Oh well, I got this.
Here you go. Just take some pictures here.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was
Some really unique foreplay.
Oh.
High five. Alright.
Oh.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh!
Oh.
Yep.
Hold on, wait. Stay there. Oh.
like how there's just a bunch of tools right now.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
Oh.
Oh my god. This one could be bad.
Now, can you sunbathe with the flashlight out?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Um,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait, let me get closer
Wait
to
a
the wall.
minute. Oh.
Oh.
Did you see them drive by just and slow down?
Oh, that's.
Oh gosh.
oh my god.
Uh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, me too.
This is so bad.
Oh. How old are we?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have tears in both my eyes.
Next time there's a talent show, Matt, you, me, and
We got
Tessa
to
need
go
to do
back.
this. We got
Oh
it.
my god.
Yep.
Puppet show.
We got this.
Matt,
Oh wait, hold on.
do
No, I
the
got this.
gardening.
Hold on. Oh my god, that's
Oh.
Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. Alright, listen. Julie, you need to do the gardening. And then we can figure something else out
Okay, let me try.
after that. No, well, it's getting daytime out, so we can't really do it anymore.
If it'll
Can we
let
do
me
it
do.
over there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is getting daytime.
An officer rolled by.
Oh, is that Mr.
Right.
Kareem?
I don't know.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh.
it is.
Oh
Hello.
my god.
Oh, you missed out on all
Oh.
the shadow puppets.
hell?
Yeah, you did.
Hello, Tessa. You feeling better today?
Yep, I'm great. Thanks
Huh.
for
Yay.
asking. All right, let's.
Do you
not
mind if
talk
we
about
speak in my
that ever
office
again.
real quick?
Yeah.
Tessa, for
I'm
your
lame,
birthday,
man.
we're doing
Apparently,
the same.
there's the
Happy
spiders.
birthday, Tessa.
Oh no.
Happy birthday, Tessa.
Oh,
I know. It's coming up. I know. Whenever your birthday is, I'm saying happy birthday. Now, how was going on, Julie?
well, I, I was advised to talk to you by somebody that used to work for the department, and I don't really know what to do. I have my court case coming up, and I need all my evidence submitted by tomorrow, and I know that Mr. Ben Casanova was supposed to write a report, but I haven't seen it yet, and it's not been attached to my case. And also, I needed one from Mr. Jonathan Yolo, but he doesn't seem interested in writing one. So I don't really know what to do because I mean I need those reports to be, evidence in my case. You know what I mean?
Against Chang?
Yes. But I can't like
In regards to what?
well, Mr.
Because
Casanova's report is in regards to a shooting that happened at the garage on Peaceful Street.
okay.
And Mr. Jonathan, he responded to one of my 911 calls where they were chasing me up the freeway and they disabled my vehicle.
Okay, and you're referring, and my report's gonna be referring to when they allegedly kidnapped you and put you on the roof and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
The cause. Yeah, I wrote an entire page report on that with pictures and everything.
No, I got your report. My question is, how do I get the reports from the other people? I mean, I've
Oh,
asked and asked,
yeah.
and I don't know how else to get them besides asking them. And I emailed Mr. Casanova, and he no longer seems interested in my emails, if you know what I mean. And I've spoken to Mr. Onathan, and he doesn't seem interested in writing a report.
Hmm. Those two are very busy. Casanova being a member of command and NCID at that, and Jonathan, a trooper. We always busy.
Well, I
But I
appreciate
mean,
that and
I found the
respect
time.
that, but I have a deadline that I need to have evidence submitted for my court case, and if it doesn't get submitted by that deadline, I mean I, it's gonna be like I'm not gonna have the evidence I need to prove my point.
Did when's the deadline?
It's tomorrow at 7 p.m. and it's not like I've been waiting till the
Holy
last
fuck!
minute. I've been asking and asking.
Let me who's your here's what who's your lawyer? Is it it's Sadie, right?
Yes, but I've been having issues with her too. She doesn't want to submit evidence that I have because she's still waiting on the judge to respond and accept, addition of another witness and stuff. And that's what she specifically said to me. It sucks having to wait on people,
So
but I'm
so
waiting. But it,
so in order for her to submit evidence, she needs like she basically needs another report or two.
well, no, that's not what she's saying. What she's saying, and specifically, is that
Is that what?
she said the things aren't listed as evidence, so she has to request from the judge, and she's still waiting on a reply from the previous stuff that she requested to be added. So she can't really do that right now. That it's a pain having to wait on other people. But I don't see the problem in just submitting the evidence and letting her reject it and accept it all at one time rather than piece by piece because I mean, it might not be important to anybody else, but this is important to me. And if I don't have that evidence,
Hmm.
it's going to be my word against theirs, and that doesn't mean shit in a court of law.
All right, all right. I mean, but it sounds like the what Sadie's telling you came directly from the judges and them, so it's not much she could do.
No,
I
that's
mean, I
not
guess she
true.
could
I
try.
asked Mr. Labar, and he said we don't have to wait. I mean, it's posted that everything needs to be submitted 48 hours prior to the case. So why not submit everything?
Hmm. Okay, okay. Let me what I'll do is when I get a chance, I'll talk to Sadie about to get a little clarification on why she can't just submit what she has.
I mean,
Uh,
some of the things that I have are pictures of Remy specifically pouring gasoline on the vehicle, getting into a car, shooting bullets from the car to my vehicle, setting it on fire, exploding it, and driving away. I have pictures of that. Pictures like 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 this, where Matt and I knew that he would come back to blow up the cars again on the account he failed the first time. So we staked out on the roof for 30 minutes and waited there and knew he would come back
oh my God. Hmm.
because that's the kind of
Okay.
people they
Okay.
are and that's what they're doing to me. Repeated offenses.
Okay. What I'll do, I'll try and get in contact with Sadie. You try and talk to her again. Just get 100% clarification on what exactly she wants. Because, like I said, I think she wants to help you. You know what I mean? It just sounds like something or someone is saying that she physically can't do it, but you're saying that Dennis said that she can submit whatever she has. So there's some sort of discrepancy in communication between the three of y'all. So y'all gotta clear that up. So I will try that, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to ask uh Casanova and Jonathan if they don't want to write the reports, maybe Sadie or somebody can just listen to them talk about what happened if they don't feel like writing it down. Okay?
Hey, but I mean, I would need them to be added as witnesses, and the judges don't like to have so many witnesses because They really don't want to be there for hours and hours listening to a case.
How many
You know what I mean?
witnesses do you have?
I have I have three right now, two and one pending approval. But if I'm being honest,
No,
it's
no, no. No. I'm saying not during the court. I'm saying if they physically don't want to take the time or they're too busy to actually write an actual report, they could just tell the report to Sadie and she could write it down while they're talking to her and then she could submit that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They could like do it over lunch or something before 7 p.m. tomorrow. We could try. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, it's just frustrating.
Yeah, bye.
You got places to be. I'm just trying to
No,
do
no, no.
things the right way, and and it
Yeah, I
feels like
understand.
I'm getting shafted.
I know. It sucks too. It seems like I've seen a few instances where people try to do things the right and legal way, and it seems like nobody gives a fuck. So then it's like, why do they even bother? And I want people to understand that they can rely on the government and the police
Uh, if
to
I'm
get their
being
man.
honest, it doesn't seem that way.
Yeah,
The
I know.
legal
I
system
know.
is built to protect the criminals.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know the whole situation. But I mean, I wouldn't put it past my officers and everybody involved that they trying the best that they can. But I mean, if you think otherwise, that's you. Uh,
No, I mean there's definitely some that are helpful, more helpful than others.
yeah.
And I
So
don't mean to
I'll talk
micromanage
with
and
a few
pester
people.
and bother people, but I have a timeline, and it's coming up quick.
Right, right, right. I'll talk to some people, Julie. I recommend it. Like I said, you talk to Sadie and Dennis together and try to figure out what the hell that means, because it seems like there's some miscommunication with that. Okay, okay.
All right, well, I appreciate your time, sir.
All right, Julie. It'll get sorted out. Okay. I think Scarlett's actually calling for you on Twitter.
Yeah,
Did
I
she come
respond.
around here? Did she come right there? Oh
Yeah,
man, I haven't seen Scarlett in so long.
yeah. It's
Really, don't be so damn sad, okay?
I mean, it's difficult. I just feel like I'm doing things the wrong way. It would be so much easier for me to go and get a gun and take care of problems myself.
Yeah. Oh no, okay. I'm gonna
And,
say yeah. No,
and don't
no,
say I'm wrong
no.
about that because you know it's true. You have no idea how much red tape I've been through dealing with this. I asked for a restraining order 2 weeks ago.
What did they say?
They said I needed to have a court date. There had to be a court hearing so they could defend themselves against my restraining order and why I want a restraining order against them. So this court date, if I don't even have the evidence that I need to prove my civil case, they're not going to give me a restraining order.
We'll figure it out, Julie. Okay. I want to talk to Han and so okay. So what would make this all better? What do we need to do to make this all better? What do you need?
I just need to
In
make
a
sure.
perfect world, what would need to happen from now until your court date for you to for
Well,
everything to
it's
be
not now
kosher?
until my court date. It's now until tomorrow at 7 p.m. I need the
Okay,
evidence
okay.
to support my case. And whether or not they want to write
So
a
so so
report
what?
or want
So
to
who?
want
No,
to
no, no. What?
testify.
Who would need to do what for you in order for everything to be good?
Well, I need something from Han to the effect that he responded to my 911 call, and I mean he did end up getting shot by them that day, and the medics came and helped
Okay,
him
so
and
you need
stuff.
you need a report from Han. Okay, what else?
And I need one from Ben Casanova about the shooting.
You need a report from Casanova. And that's it. Then everything else will be good.
Yeah, that's what I need from the police.
Then what about what Sadie was saying about evidence and all that stuff?
Well, I need those reports put into evidence, and I need my pictures put into evidence, and I need another witness added. I mean, it was
I
made
thought you
very
already had
clear.
3.
I do, but it was made very clear yesterday in Mr. Chang's court hearing that there wasn't evidence of the 911 calls. Well, I have somebody, and I know who it was that dialed 911 that day. They were there at the square when I got kidnapped during that incident.
Okay. Okay. Try and get those reports from Casanova and Han. Uh, and then we'll get those to Sadie and we'll go from there. Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right. I'll try. Now I can't make any promises. I mean, I could, if I say, hey, Julie really wants these reports, let's try and figure out a way to get them to her, and they tell me to go fuck myself, I can't really force them to do shit. So I can't make a promise, but
No, I
I'll try.
understand,
I'll
but what
try.
am I
Okay.
supposed to do when when they say that? How am I supposed to believe in a system that's supposed to protect and serve if you know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah, I know what you mean. I
It,
don't
it
want.
doesn't pay to do the right thing.
We'll figure something. Don't jump the gun too quick, okay? We'll figure something out, Julie. Okay? Figure
I'm
something
not
out.
jumping to the gun until after I lose this case. After that, I'll make no promises.
All right. I gotta go. Okay?
Julie,
Hey, Miss
this
Winter.
one lady I'd like to see.
Oh,
Scarlett, hey, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
consent
Oh
Yeah,
my
is important.
God, how you feel?
Been alright, man. You know, I could be better, but
you looking
I'm working
good.
on things, man. Yeah, I think I've lost a little weight, Stress.
Nah, you look fine, just as fine as you always have. Fuck, I fucked it up. I gotta go.
Alright, see you later.
Bye, Scarlett. Good seeing you.
Wait,
Goodbye.
wait, wait,
Oh
wait,
my
wait, wait.
God.
Before you go,
Oh, jeez.
What?
hold on. You, did you manage to talk it to him about what I told you to talk to him about? Like,
Yeah,
is that all Gucci with you?
yeah,
Alright. You got what you needed?
I mean, it is what it is. I got the best I can get.
Okay, alright. Good shit, man. Oh well, all good, Kareem. Be safe out there.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Kareem.
Go in
Did
the
everything
office
go
at
well,
this,
Julie?
alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Do you want me to tag along, or should I stay outside?
It's
Fine,
okay.
man.
Yeah, I basically said he'll try and ask and let him know I need him, but I mean, it's the same thing. You can't really force people to do. You know what I mean?
Right, so
Yeah,
you
can you take a
basically
few
said to him that you said to him that you needed him to try and get him to get that report through so that you can submit it for the evidence. You've got a timeline, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what was his response back to that?
I mean, he said that he would try and tell him that I need the reports. I'm asking for him, but
Yeah.
he can't make him
Did he
do
sound
them.
hopeful?
Well, basically, he said if they tell him to go fuck himself, they can't force him to write the reports.
No, I get that, but I mean,
Oh.
it's not about like I can't see why they would tell him to go fuck himself. It's sort of just it's a professional courtesy to write up a report for a case that's about to happen. Correct? Like it's not like he's asking like anything that's beyond their own job description.
Yeah.
Look, man,
Yeah,
you sound fucking
unfortunately.
depressed. We need to go have fun or something, man. We need to get you out of this fucking office. Put a
Oh,
fucking
you
smile
missed
on
out
that
on
dial.
last night. We were all drinking last
Wait,
night
what?
for my birthday.
Yeah, last night was pretty fun.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, did you get rowdy?
it might have been Tessa's idea, and Tessa and I, but most certainly Tessa may have gotten white girl wasted. But it's either here nor
Listen,
there.
I apologize. I'm just gonna be a little bit uptight and worried until this is taken care of.
Yeah, obviously, man.
Then either I'm gonna be really happy or really angry, and
She has a lawyer that's not doing what she's supposed to. We have
Yeah.
evidence of Rami exploding our vehicles. Like, I literally pulled
Yeah.
out my phone and I physically took pictures. And the lawyer refuses to put it in the court case
Why?
because apparently she's still waiting for approval for other things from the judge. And she says that she
Who's
doesn't
the
want to push
judge?
her Nina.
Okay.
But here's
Is
the
this
thing.
the lawyer's first
If-
case, or?
I don't.
Honestly, it might be. Despite the
Yeah,
fact that she's a senior lawyer, um, it just sucks because there's this big disconnect between lawyers and judges, and I understand that they're not supposed to work side by side, but like the lawyers don't know what to do, and it's putting us at a heavy disadvantage because they don't know uh, what to do. They don't know, when to do things or if they can, and then it's literally just the only person being screwed over is Julie.
Right. Yeah. Well. Okay. So your lawyer's basically too scared, in other words, to submit more evidence because she's waiting on
Yep.
pending evidence.
We have 17 hours to submit this evidence. If it's not submitted in 17 hours, it cannot be used in this case.
Right. Well, have you considered firing your lawyer, Julie, and representing yourself?
That's exactly what I told Julie.
Honestly, if my lawyer told me that they couldn't do something like their job, I would literally just fire them and say, okay, well, I'll get another lawyer, but obviously you're running out of time for that, so.
I told Julie if she represents herself, she can put that evidence up there herself. And technically, I guess she could rehire her old lawyer at that point. I mean, Julie
Yeah,
just
well,
gets
who's
the
your old
evidence
lawyer?
portion done. And
Yeah, it would be Sadie. I don't know if she's gonna want to come back and work for me if I fire her.
Right, I got you. Well, the thing is, man, don't be afraid to represent yourself, because I know it looks bad on your part, like, superficially, it looks bad if you don't have a lawyer representing you. However, if you deliver your evidence and you know more than you know what's happened, you know the ins and outs to every little bit of evidence that you have. If your lawyer doesn't understand or understand the entire story, she's not going to be able to lay it out there in a court case as well as you could do it yourself. The only thing is that I'm worried about, Julie, is that you'll get emotional and you'll let emotions drive it, because you've got to set that shit aside. It's just going to be just the evidence, not how you're feeling or anything like that. Like, obviously, your feelings and stuff will come into it, but just try and put down just the facts if you were to go down that route.
I told Julie this a couple hours ago, almost word for word of what you said. I genuinely believe
makes
she
sense,
should represent. I mean, we had a court case yesterday, or the day before, I forget.
It was
And
last night.
whoever
Well,
was
at this point, it was the day
yeah,
before.
whoever was defending Holiday did an awful job. There were so many missed opportunities, and it's because he didn't prepare. He called me as a witness, but didn't tell me until last minute. We didn't talk about what was going to get questioned, how he was going to question it. He didn't ask me, what I remember from that night. He just
Yeah.
said I was going to be a witness, and then the moment a judge stopped him and asked him to like reword a question, he didn't ask the question at all. And there were so many missed opportunities, and I know that if Julie's the one asking the questions, that's not going to happen because Julie knows the ins and outs of this case. She knows every single detail, and she knows that she can point those out. But with a judge isn't, or not a judge, with a lawyer, they're not going to be able to point out, the small, minute details that might make this, go in your
make
favor.
the difference.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the thing is too, okay, so I'll just give you a little rundown on, like, the kind of lawyer that, I guess, because I've been sued a couple times. And I've, also done things to, use like the ADA to put through warrants and things like that, and I know the evidence and shit that has to be submitted. So based on that experience, our ADAs, they act basically like a lawyer for the police, okay? And every time I have a pending court case that was coming up, I would always get asked exactly what happened in my own words, detail for detail, of the case. I'd submit that to the ADA or whatever, right? And then from there, they would ask, who else was around, and then they would contact, I guess, those people as well, and basically gather enough for a whole case. Like they never, the ADA would never ever go into basically battle in a courtroom without all of the facts and all of the statements from everybody
And
involved.
that's what I'm
And if the
trying to do.
lawyer,
Is make sure we have all the
like,
like I feel like I'm doing people's jobs. I did the police's jobs. Matt and I did. We collected the evidence.
yeah,
We caught them in the act and took pictures.
yeah, and it shouldn't really be up to you trying to give this information over to a lawyer. It should be more the lawyer trying to pull as much information as they can from you to win their case. They should be invested in this as much as, like, if not more than you are, because their reputation is on the line.
Unfortunately, I don't think many people care at this point. With upcoming city changes and all. I mean, I can honestly say I haven't seen Julie's lawyer in the city once, and it's very difficult to try to prepare for this court case when they just aren't around. Like,
Yeah,
incredibly difficult. I don't want to go up on that stand and have her ask me two questions and that be it, knowing that I've been at
knowing
just
that
about
you have a
every
lot
single
more.
scenario. Yeah, and it sucks. It's going to be a repeat of what happened yesterday at that court case, and I don't want that to happen. I would much rather Julie defend herself and represent herself. The
Matt, have
only
you considered taking the bar
I've
certification?
considered it, but I wouldn't even be able to represent Julie in this case because of
You're
conflict of
involved.
interest. Unfortunately, oh yeah, I've been there for
He
just
was a
about every
witness to pretty much
incident.
everything, and what they're going to argue,
Yeah.
Yep.
and why I need more than just him as a witness, even though he was there for everything, is that he's my friend. So he's obviously going to say whatever he needs to in order for me to win this case. Is what they're going to say.
Yep.
They're going to say I have some vendetta against Mr. Chang, and and I haven't
Right.
done a single thing to him.
Oh, Julie, let me just point something out. Um, I know that there's rumors around that you did stuff to Mr. Chang ages ago. Um, if you weren't ever charged for them, or they happened more than 3 days ago, in the eyes of the courts, I don't think anything can be done in regards to that, considering statute of
I mean,
limitations here in the city, 72 hours.
tell you what I've seen from other court cases. Okay, it's basically just the defense is usually somebody's past. They'll bring up their past and say, look, this person is unstable, or they're this type of person. They try and paint a picture of somebody that you're not. So be prepared for all of your deepest, darkest secrets to be pulled up and tried to be used against you to make you look like you're crazy. Because that's usually what the defense are going to do. But as long as you have proof, like I remember something about alcoholism and stuff like that. I think just to cover your ass and stuff like that, you should probably go and get like a blood test done at the hospital by a qualified medic to show that you've had no alcohol in your system,
That would be something
however
else
amount
that
of
I would have
time.
to
And
have my lawyer or myself asked to be approved as evidence submitted.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, man, you should be just emailing this evidence through to your lawyer like, as soon as you get it, and then
And
that
they should be
evidence
pushing it into the court
pushing
case
it through straight
immediately.
away. Yeah,
I have
emailing the judge.
I have sent it to her. She has the pictures.
Right, so she's got
These
all this
pictures have
evidence.
been
She's just too
available.
scared to send it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's almost as if she feels like she's stepping on toes with the judge, and
I mean,
that's her
that's
job.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I said, there's such a disconnect between lawyers, the DOJ, and just judges. And I brought that up to Labar yesterday, and Labar was like, well, there should be a disconnect between lawyers and judges. And I understand what he's saying. They can't be side by side. Judges can't be looking over the shoulder of lawyers at all times. But the problem is the lawyers don't know what they're allowed to do and what they aren't allowed to do, and that's what's ruining this entire case. Sadie feels like she's stepping on toes. She was requesting for an additional witness and extra evidence to be added, and until that gets approved, she hasn't budged. And then she added additional evidence, and it's not what we need.
Right. Well, the other thing is too, you guys can't directly go to the said judge because that would be a conflict of
Yeah,
interest. Kinda like,
exactly.
are
We
you?
brought it
I'm
up
not
to
sure
Lamar,
if this is
but
legal, but are you able to legally send evidence through without having to go through your lawyer?
I
Sure,
don't
you
know.
could if you represented yourself.
Yeah, I could if I
that's what I told
represented
Julie. I was like,
myself.
Julie, I tried thinking of it logically. If she represented herself, she'd be the one to have to put the evidence there.
Yeah.
And technically, she could rehire a lawyer. So if the lawyer doesn't want to step on toes, technically she can get fired. Julie can represent herself, put up all the evidence, and rehire Sadie.
Hmm? Yeah, that's true as well. Thing is, just if you do go ahead and do that, when you submit it, don't just like obviously try and format it in the way that evidence would be in court. So Exhibit A, Exhibit B, etc., and like things like that. Like you just have it formatted correctly. And if you don't know how to go about that, I would either ask another lawyer or if worst case scenario, look on fucking Gurgle, on your phone somewhere. I'm sure a nice sweet format that you could use in an email.
Oh, it's literally just a Word document, brief explanation, and the evidence.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean that would still be accepted, but I mean for them to I guess take it, serious as
Right.
possible.
Yep.
Without rejecting this evidence, you want to.
Hey, Winners, can I ask you a question? Did you arrive that night at the dealership after Chang, Taco, and Rami and whatnot shot the other 4 people in that truck? Were you there to see Chang, or did you only arrive after?
I arrived after there was a blown up vehicle outside, and there was a couple people on the ground, and then I took you and Julie back to the station to quit. I didn't actually see Chang.
Did you question any of
Anybody
the
else.
people who were injured?
The police officers at the scene, because I took you guys back to PD to have a chat with you, we had 2 other officers on scene, and I said, can you guys please take full statements with their names and their dates and exactly what they saw and who they saw do what? And I'm pretty sure one of them was Marco. I can't remember who the other officer was, but they should have had those statements ready for you to but I got fired
Here's
the
what's
next
gonna
day,
kill
so
me.
I couldn't. What's up?
I'm gonna guarantee that the officer did a whole bunch of this. Yep. All right. Yeah. And,
No, but I was very specific on comms. I said, make sure you write it down with their name and their date and a full statement so that I can use it. Like, unless they did it and then it's gone because I was sacked the next day, or they just didn't do it at all, or they have it and nobody's asked for it, so they haven't submitted it.
True.
Either way,
Gotcha.
could be sitting with CID right now. I wouldn't have a clue. So it might be best to ask, obviously Casanova's not answering you, but maybe try Ziggy or Daryl. Daryl's usually around this time. Even Snow. If there is anything regarding a terrorism attack at the dealership, probably because a week and a half ago now that I responded to.
Gotcha. All right. Gosh, Julie, there's also the whole oil tanker thing that I have proof, that I was a witness to. But at this point, I don't even know if that's worth. Like, I know it was Mr. Chang and Garrett. I saw them running away from the tanker, but I didn't record the explosion on my phone. I I was there. I saw it. I know it was them. But getting that submitted as evidence is going to be a pain in the ass.
Especially since the pictures
I
didn't
The
don't
only
know.
way
look that
to
way.
get, the only way to really get, evidence that's going to be accepted, either you had your phone out, you took a good
Oh
picture
yeah, I
of
had
it,
my phone out. Uh
and
huh.
recorded like the time, the day, what happened, and it's best if, obviously, you could take a photo of it, and it could be used to, like, if, how do I explain it? Obviously, the more people that are coming up with the same exact story, it looks way better on your part. So if you have multiple people that are saying the exact same thing, that's what's going to win you guys this case. It's not going to be, as long as you turn it out of a he said she says type situation where they can doubt what you're saying, and you bring as many people in that can guarantee that what you're saying is the truth.
Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But I just keep
It's like
running into wall after
everywhere
wall.
yep, it's dead end after dead end. The whole incident where Casanova and Clarence and Michael were there at the garage when I've literally, it's the first time I shot somebody in 9 months, like actually 9 months, and it's just, all right. There's supposed to be a police report. We don't know if that'll even be submitted as evidence because we don't know if Casanova is going to be available to submit that in time. And Ramy was there, Randy was there, Curtis was there, and at the end, Mr. Chang was there. And there's nothing we can do about that at all because EMS helped up Ramy and Randy, and I don't think they should have because Michael was still around. And the issue with that is they're pretty much going to deny that all of that happened, or they're going to try to claim that we shot first, despite the fact that I had Casanova and two other officers take pictures of my vehicle that showed all of the bullets were on the back of my vehicle.
I have those
If the
pictures.
bullets were
I
at the
took
back of
those
my
pictures
vehicle,
myself. And I was also
yeah,
GSR
I
tested and I never fired a round.
I fired only afterwards, but
Yeah,
it
all of
sucks
this
because
can
we
only
can't
be
get in
proven
contact
with
with
a
those
report.
people.
Exactly.
Exactly, but
It's going to
we're
turn
not
into a
being
he
given
said,
that
she said.
report. Exactly. That's what really, really
Well,
sucks
we
because
just
it's
have to
another
hope that
huge incident.
Kareem's going to come through. That's the biggest thing here, right? Is that Kareem can contact Casanova and get this sent through for you. Then not only
Pretty
that,
much.
once he has that, you guys have a lawyer that's actually fucking willing.
Yeah.
Because they're going to
Well,
try claiming that we shot, and we both know that that is not the case.
yeah, obviously, that's what they would do. That's complete sense, but that's where your
There's no way I
evidence
can
comes into
represent
play.
myself because when I bring that up and say, the police responded, should have written a report. Well, where's the report? I'm going to lose my fucking shit. Okay, I'm going to lose my shit in the courtroom and I'm going to be like, that's a very good question. And
Well,
they're going to say I should have gotten the report. And
yep.
I'm going to say I tried to get the
Yes,
report. I've
they are.
asked multiple times to get the report. It ain't my fucking fault.
You know what? You need a. If I'm telling you now, if the reports are not in by the time that they're supposed to be, either one, Nina has to make some kind of exception to allow for more time because this isn't your fault. This is on the police department's end. Because it's not just that police report; it's Honiton's police report that he's downright refusing to make. He like Julie has approached him on several occasions, and he just says nope and runs off, as if it's not his responsibility to make a police report. And the issue is we can't have witnesses, more than just a couple. And those
Have
police
you
reports are pretty much there. Oh, go ahead.
you considered, like it's real awkward for me to talk about this, but have you considered that you bypass the people that need the report because you've given them multiple chances, I'm assuming, and go up one step up higher? So and
I
actually,
did tell
you know,
Julie to try to speak to Snow or Frank, but Frank is not a fan of Julie at all. Um,
He's
I'm
gonna say
assuming Frank
whatever he
is
can say to
Jonathan's
get rid of me.
superior. Yeah, I'm gonna imitate Frank right now. I feel like it's a pretty good imitation. It's gonna be nope. That's Frank. That's his
Okay,
response to
what about
everything.
fucking hell? What, can I know the backstory with Frank? Why? What?
He's just he made a
Holy.
tweet saying that the police department cannot guarantee the lottery is not a scam and that they do not endorse it. I'm sorry, when was the last time a police department has ever endorsed a lottery? He's just
So was that
he's
just
just
random?
out to get Julie. Yeah, completely random. Just an attack towards Julie so that people wouldn't buy lottery tickets.
Is there more
He'll
history
say,
to that, or was that just out of the blue? Like,
Oh, he tweeted
I
it.
don't know if
Yeah, I'll tell
yeah,
you
but
specifically
she's
what he said.
asking if you have any more history
yeah,
before
like,
that, like
do you
what would prompt him.
spoken to the guy? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I've known him for a long time. He's just always been an ass. If I'm being honest.
Not wrong there. We had a conversation with Frank, and he was like, "Yeah, Julie, I'll look over all your records and see if I can endorse the lottery." And then he never gave her a goddamn second. She sent over all
Oh,
of
he thinks
the
it's a
records of
fucking
the
joke. He's
lottery.
like, oh, I'm. Every time he sees me, oh, I'm still like 2 weeks behind on getting back to my emails. Oh, ho, ho.
It really sucks to be honest. I'm not so sure you should be the chief of police.
no comment on that, man. That's it's not.
That's
It
the
is what it
exact
is, man.
tweet.
But
Dear
it
citizens.
does.
No, go ahead.
I was just it sucks if I was in your position and I couldn't get help. That would really infuriate me, and I can understand how you're frustrated, man. But okay, fucking Kareem is willing to help, even if Han isn't and Christopher isn't and Frank isn't. Kareem is, and maybe Snow is as well. So I guess we just hope for that, man.
Guess I'll try and talk to Mr. Snow tomorrow. I mean,
Casanova's report is incredibly important. If that's not there, we're screwed. And honestly, Julie, I hate to say this, but if that's not there, and it's because of the police department not doing their job, you need to sue PD because they didn't do their damn job. And I don't like saying that because I don't like the idea of suing the police department, but this is genuinely a situation where the police department is one completely refusing to fill out a police report for something that you need because I mean you can't have a million witnesses in a court case, unfortunately. And the lawyer is going to point out, oh well, if you got hurt, where's your medical records and where's the police
I'm
report?
still
And if
waiting
there's
on
no
that as
police
well.
report,
I had Mr. McGarrett the day that we got shot. I asked him to write up a medical report. I don't know where that's at either.
I don't think. Sorry.
Sucks, man. Because I
I hope going forward stuff like
man,
this changes and people take things
I
a little
think
more
it will.
seriously.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I think
I
it will.
honestly think the issue is that people aren't accustomed to having to, document everything because it doesn't progress any further than,
I mean, we're
the
supposed
situation
to,
that they're
though.
currently in. I know, but
Yeah,
like even EMS, it just sucks.
Yeah. The thing is, man, I think it's just really, really bad. This whole thing's probably just been really bad timing. You know, fucking NASA put out the other day that there's this fucking huge ass asteroid heading towards Earth, and they were all probably die. So I don't know, man. I'm just maybe people are just like living a little bit strangely right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't expect this to sort of continue. If it was like a prolonged thing, then I'd be worried. But I don't know what to say, man. I would apologize on behalf of, but like I said, I would have helped you, Julie, but I can't. I'm just trying to help you from as much as I can.
I mean, we definitely appreciate it.
Are you going to be a witness? I mean, you're listed on there, but I understand if you don't want to or don't think it'd be a good idea. You.
Me?
Yeah.
When is it? Let's fucking rock and roll.
It's Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Okay, alright, let me try and figure out when the fuck that is for me. It's probably
It's probably not
like
going to
4
be
a.m. or
convenient at
some
all.
shit. Maybe.
Gosh.
I don't know. It might be fine. It might be fine. But yeah, for sure. If I'm a so you would like me to stand up and just tell the courtroom basically what the situation that I showed up to here, and then the discussion that we had afterwards.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah,
And Bob, just
unfortunately, I don't know what Julie's lawyer is going to ask you, considering she's not really here to hear why you're even a witness.
We haven't even gone
Yeah.
over anything except for the report and stuff that I've sent her. And I've emailed
does
her
she
when
know
things.
that I'm a witness?
Yeah, you're listed in the initial case.
Okay, right. Okay, and does she know like my relevance? Does she know the relevance to every witness on the thing? Like when we're sitting in the seat, is she gonna say, right? So can you tell me the events leading up to blah 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 blah? Like she knows everybody's part.
I-
They're not just names
I-
on a bit of paper.
I really couldn't tell you that. I mean, when I sent her, the big email that I sent her, I put, you
Yeah.
know, I put things specifically and specific dates,
Okay, so
specific
she should.
evidence that I had. But since then, things have happened. Other things have happened, and that's why I'm frustrated because, like I said, you can only list so many things in the initial case, and you have to request other things to be added. Well, it's an ongoing situation, or it was. Things have actually calmed down a whole lot. I mean, not entirely since the case was posted, but they calmed down a whole lot. But there's still been things that's happened, like that shootout, and like the car getting exploded at the karaoke night.
Well, I hope it goes well, man. Like I'll be there in support of you, and if it doesn't go well, then it's not your fault. You've done everything you can possibly fucking do.
It's just a
Aside from
shitty
just-
situation all around,
You gotta-
and
yeah.
it's definitely not your fault, Julie. And I know that you feel like you're micromanaging your lawyer, but unfortunately,
Fucking have to,
your
obviously.
lawyer needs micromanaging
Yeah.
because they're not doing their job. And what do you know? She's married to Frank.
Meh.
It runs in the family.
No comment. I
Sorry.
don't know her at all.
Sorry,
I
I
don't know,
figured
man.
I'd
I
try
just
to add
hate
some
being in
humor.
a room. Yeah, I don't know her. I don't know. Like, I feel uncomfortable when people take shots at people, and I'm in the same room. It makes me look guilty by association, man.
No,
I
no,
don't
you're
know
fine.
these
You're
people.
fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
But I mean,
yeah,
she hasn't talked to
if
anybody
I-
or any of the witnesses or gone over anything with anybody. All she basically has is
Can
the
I ask
information
why you
that.
chose her out of all? Like, is she the only lawyer that would take the case?
She's
or
a
what?
senior lawyer. A senior
Well-
lawyer.
I mean, I came to her, and she's the only one that seemed to know how to get a restraining order started. I approached 2 other lawyers prior to that and asked about the restraining order, and that's when I got the runaround, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, there were pretty much only 3 lawyers around at that time, and those were the 3.
Well,
I know of
know,
2
man.
more,
Julie,
but I mean, at this point,
I really want to be your lawyer. You have no idea.
I-
I would
I
get bar
fucking do
certified
too, man.
overnight.
I would too, man. Honestly, I don't know if I would. Yeah, I'm not heading down that route right now, but like, you don't know how much I would love to just stand up there and that for you.
You know
man,
what's
but I
funny,
wish I was
Winners? I know
qualified.
you do a damn good job at it.
Maybe. I don't know. I do get a stage fright every now and then, so I might not be very good in front of a courtroom. I can talk in a room like this with you guys, but I don't know if I could stand up in court.
yeah, that's my thing
Be
too.
dramatic.
That's why I'll be worried about representing myself. Like, I know the story. I can share the story. I know what I need from certain people, and I know what evidence goes where. But when it comes to the defense, you know, having witnesses and me me having to question them, I wouldn't even know what to ask. Besides, do you
Julie,
have any
honestly,
evidence of this?
we we need to make like a cheat sheet for your lawyer to follow, starting with the first incident that happened, then the second, third, fourth. There's like 8 different incidents, and specify what each one, who's involved in each one, the evidence that would prove that. Like we need to make sure this is as bulletproof as possible. I mean, we can't mess this up. Even if your lawyer's not doing their job, like we need to make sure that they have something that they can look at. At this point, it's kind of like taking trying to study for an exam an hour before you start taking the exam. Like, all right, why do I hear shots?
It's probably the gun range.
Oh, the gun store. Yeah, you're
If
right.
we're
But
gonna
yeah,
make
at
that
this
cheat
point, your
sheet, we
lawyer's
gotta
gonna
make
be.
it tonight because
Uh,
Look. All right, I'm here to help. All right, I'm gonna help you. What I want you to do. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna go get my buster if there's a fucking judge around, okay? And then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna gather up everything, and we're gonna fucking nut this out. All right? We'll do this tonight. It's fine.
can you become a lawyer overnight?
I don't know. I'm gonna go try and do my test and see what happens, man.
Thank you.
oh god, oh god. I mean,
If Winters was a lawyer, I genuinely think we have this in the bag. Hold on. Make sure Tess is still out there.
there's no judges or DA.
That happens. Yep. Every
happened?
time without fail.
One time
Oh,
I've
no.
done that
Hers is-
twice in the same
Hers
concert.
is concert and mine's is blimps, so we both have something to be paranoid about now.
Well, there's no judges or DA in town.
Yet, Julie. Yet.
Is everything all right? You guys all good and stuff?
The DA is usually in town pretty late, though.
And there's
Well.
another crazy person.
Were
It's
they
snowing.
parked in here
Drive
before?
slower.
I don't
What's
think
that?
so. I didn't see him.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think so. People just can't drive.
Yeah, what a surprise.
Yeah.
But Julie, we are going to make every actually, I have an idea.
Well, you can make a Google Doc.
Yep,
and
we're making a
share it
Google
with me.
Doc. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Except I can't send it to you over. Actually, I can. Discord.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God,
you left
Curtis McFly. Have you seen Curtis, Tessa?
Oh god.
Oh my God. Where's my car?
It's back there still.
Okay.
You left it over there.
He's at Mission Road PD, which means you have to go by and see him. I think you'll have a good laugh. It's amazing.
Okay.
Let me just say that. Here, come with me. Julie,
Oh.
I'll be right back. This is
Okay.
for the greater good.
Okay.
Did you want to go inside? It's snowing out here. I don't know if you're cold or not. You alright standing out here, Julie?
Yeah. Thinking about something.
What time is your thing on Tuesday? I wanted to show up.
It's it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people there, but I just kind of wanted to show up for support and all that good stuff.
Here, let's go. Kind of cold out here.
Yep. Oh, did they get your pictures and stuff added to the evidence?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. I don't understand what's taking them so long to do. I mean, that was, what, 3 days ago that they were talking about it, I think, at least, if not longer. I can't remember. I was reading the website. Hopefully that gets taken care of.
Probably not.
What was that?
Probably not, though.
Oh, yeah. Is your lawyer just kind of being lazy? I don't know what else. I don't know what to say about that one.
I don't know. I think there's just a misunderstanding. Like, she seems to believe that she can't request any more evidence be added until the judge approves the previous request.
Oh, is that who? What's her name was that was in there a bit ago?
No, that was Scarlett Winter. She used to be a detective that responded to one of the
Oh,
scenes.
okay.
And then Kareem
I'm
Lyon.
still not familiar with all the people.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's pretty frustrating, honestly.
That driving around.
That
George
person has
Plants.
their. Oh, it's him. Okay.
Hey there. I'm gonna spend
That
your lottery
car is
winnings.
creeping. Yeah, y'all already spent it. See the car outside?
Oh, nice.
I was about to ask.
That car is creeping me the hell out, though.
What?
I get in it. It has a roof. I get in it. It doesn't have a roof. It has a roof. It doesn't have a roof. It's blue. It's black. It's blue. It's black. It has a roof. It doesn't have a roof. It's really just kind of creeping me the hell out. I think it's possessed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it sounds like it's possessed. Money well spent.
Yeah. I'll be back. I gotta
Extra-
go in my office and take
Yeah,
care of
yeah,
some
you're
stuff.
I
step over-
kind of hit the gas pedal and I'm just going.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice car. Is that the Banshee?
Yeah, brings back memories from the old off in your head game of Grand Theft Auto, like San Andreas, where that was the fastest car of the world.
Yeah. Well, if you'll forgive me, I
You
gotta
gotta go
go
in there.
get some.
Do you need us to step outside?
Who what? Oh,
I
no,
was
no,
gonna
you're
ask if
fine.
you need us to step outside. I don't know if. Oh, okay.
Be okay. There goes your chair.
Alright, so I got some bad news.
Yeah, there's no judges.
No fucking judges around. Yeah.
It's not a surprise. They're usually not
So
around.
that basically means that I can't even inquire about getting the bar cert. But I'm willing to help you with whatever what do you think you're gonna do? Tell me, after everything you know now, what do you think? What is the next step that you think you're gonna do, man?
Well, I have to leave town
Hire the
tomorrow.
lawyer? Represent yourself?
I have to leave town tomorrow around 4:30. 5:30. So that's
Okay.
going to be my deadline to decide. And if my lawyer doesn't meet with me before then, and things don't get done, I'm gonna have to fire her, and I don't really want to represent
You know what we'll
myself.
do? You know what we'll do, man? Me, you, and Matt will go down to the courthouse, okay? Once you fire her, we'll get all the evidence, and me and Matt will we'll do a mock trial, okay? So I'll go and sit in the seat, and you ask me questions or whatever. Obviously, give me the evidence that you have, so I know what to say. And yeah, basically, we'll do a run through, so you're not going to be basically put on the spot when you have to represent yourself.
The only
How does that
evidence I
sound?
have from that evening is the one picture that I took of the aftermath.
Okay. Oh, that's really shit. From the night that I was there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have the reports from those
Yeah.
officers. I didn't even know they existed.
You need that shit, man. You need that shit. If you take a photo of the aftermath and then you have me coming in and saying, all right, I was told it was Chang, but I didn't see him, they're just going to disregard that whole thing. But if you have multiple people that were there at the scene and said that it was Chang Gang and they had attacked that building and then they had fled before police arrived, that's when you have some sort of case. Aside from that, that evidence is shit unless you get those cops to submit that fucking evidence.
I don't think those cops are around, and I mean that's still another situation where I need reports from officers. And there's a possible conflict of interest if Mark Holiday was one of the individuals in question that responded. He was just involved in a case against Mr. Chang.
It doesn't matter. Separate case. It didn't involve, it had nothing to do with this. It doesn't matter if he's been in jail. Oh, sorry, if he's been in court against them before. Even if it has just happened, it doesn't matter.
So I guess I gotta try and get in
Know what I
touch with
mean?
Marco Holiday sometime. But I don't know when
Yep.
that's gonna be.
I'm
Gotta
pretty
be.
sure it was Marco. I
I
might
know.
have to.
I know one of
might have-
them was Marco.
Yep.
Can't remember the other
There's
one's
another guy
name.
too. It might have been a rookie or something. I can't remember who it was. But I was very specific with what I said because I knew that the other person wasn't the most experienced person. So I'm pretty sure it must have been a rookie. I didn't know their name. Can't fucking remember, dude. But anyway, do you need help with anything? You're good, man. You're just gonna sleep on it and wait for this lawyer to respond.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know. I mean, that less and less legal options are looking more ideal, if I'm being honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do. But you're not gonna be able to the financial benefit if you were to go that track. Obviously, emotionally it might make you feel better, but financially you're still gonna be worse off.
Yeah. I mean, I got about $2 million. That should hold me over till the end of
Worried
the
about
world.
the money.
And it's not even about the money. The money's not important. It's about proving a point.
Yeah.
It's about
I love this, man.
proving to people that
Put everything you. Sorry, say what you're gonna say.
I was just gonna say it's about
Good
proving.
idea. I might have a cigarette myself. Actually, let's stand outside and have one
Oh.
together, okay? I need
Oh.
one too, man.
I didn't know you could
Yeah.
hear that. My bad.
Yeah, I could. No, I recognize it, man. You might be able to hear it through my mouth sometimes too.
And what I was saying is it's about, I don't know, proving a point. Like people like Mr. Chang, they're allowed and enabled to continue doing whatever the fuck they want to do in the city because people are too afraid to stand up against them. And I don't want to be afraid. And what they're doing is not right, and they shouldn't get away with it. That's what it's about.
It's quite sad.
What's that?
Before this all happened, um, I wrote up a search and seizure warrant for Chang, and was about to search and seize him, but the system was down, and that search and seizure warrant, as far as I'm aware, unless it's been a week and a half, as I said, but it's still active. It's only waiting for somebody in command to actually enforce it. So once Chang is actually in custody, there is actually, they've got grounds to actually search and seize all of his assets. But I don't think anybody's going to do that.
Of course not, because nobody wants to go against him. I have witnesses that won't come forward because they're afraid of what Chang's going to do to them.
And Chang is a scary guy. He's a complete fucking psychopath. He's killed two of my fucking relatives, and I wouldn't want to cross him if I didn't think that I could protect myself, for sure. I don't hold it against people that wouldn't want to go against a guy. But at the same time, if you're an officer, then you've got nothing to worry about because you've got a whole backing of a department. So did you get none of those witnesses that would stand up, only Matt?
I have two others. I have Susie Larson, who witnessed, or was witnessed me being kidnapped at the square one day, the day that Mr. Chang was suing about, and was actually one of the 911 callers. And I have, his name is Dalton Kaler, and he's willing to come forward and testify. And I didn't even know this, and he just showed up at my dealership one day telling me he was looking for me. But he said Mr. Chang and Mr. Remy pulled up to him one day. He was just walking along, and they pulled up and offered him $50,000 to come over here and blow up cars in my dealership parking lot. And he said he acted like he was going to do it, but then I guess got tired of waiting, and he watched Remy come over and blow up a taxi cab. And then the individual.
The thing is about that too is the guy. Does he have any what this guy should have done is if he wanted to actually use it in court, is he should have got Chang or whoever to actually text him it instructions, because it could come down to a he said she said. Well, they could try and say that this guy just had some sort of vendetta against Chang, and he's got no evidence to say that even happened. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm
stupid though, because basically the only evidence you can use in a court is eyewitnesses and pictures that you actually take with your phone. And
Yep.
so if they're just gonna
also
discredit,
text messages.
no, you can't use text messages. I tried that. I actually tried that after Randy confessed to the murder of Miss Paisley Hayes. And I had text messages.
Text messages used in court.
Well, I had the text messages, and they said it wasn't good enough.
You don't mind if I do some browsing real quickly, do you?
Go for it.
Alright, thank you.
Honestly,
and I had to
I've
set
seen
it up.
text messages used in court more than one time. One case was, I think it was, Trooper Copper versus Jay Jarvis and Peter Ross, where text messages and phone number was linked up to Jay Jarvis's phone. And another time was when Norman Bones had sent text messages to Snow, and that was also used in court. So I don't know why they wouldn't accept your text messages. I've seen it happen at least twice. That I know of personally.
And what else? The DA told me that it could be used as a text message, but you can't have the person saved in your phone. It has to be their actual phone number, which to me doesn't make sense, because the same way I could just save Matt's phone number in my phone as Chang's phone number. You know what I mean? So it would come up instead of fuckboy Chang as his phone number.
Yep, that makes sense. I guess there's no once you put it like that, you can actually change somebody's phone number to actually looking like somebody else's phone number. Then that evidence could be. I didn't actually know you could do that. I guess that makes sense. You can put somebody's phone number in as their name. Changes.
And the
Yeah.
other thing
It's
is the
fucked up.
same reason you can't use Twitter Fate is somebody could steal your phone. Somebody could hack your Twitter account,
Yep.
which is the biggest bullshit
Oh
argument
yeah.
I've ever heard. Please tell me how somebody in this fucking city is gonna hack somebody's Twitter account. More likely
Could
they'll hack
happen,
their
but
phone.
it's. I don't know. It's just. I guess. Look, man, it's Twitter. You know what I mean? It's a. I don't think people would want to use Twitter as evidence, but I know what you're saying. All of it should be taken into some sort of consideration. Not make it concrete, but at least taken into some sort of consideration.
Yeah.
I I just don't know how you don't have enough evidence already, because like I check my phone. I might have like old. I don't know. It's probably all done on the work computer, honestly, but frustrating, man.
Did you guys go see McFly?
Nice car, man.
Oh, thank you. Long
That's a
story.
happy meal.
Hey, your gunshot wound
Ronald
feeling any
McDonald.
better?
Oh yeah, feeling a lot better.
All right, that's good.
Like, when'd you get
Hey,
shot?
Julie? When I went to PD, a local got real upset with me, and
Oh.
they, yeah.
Oh,
This
if
man
it
was
would have
nice
been
enough to
me,
transport me
if
to
it
the
would have been
hospital.
me, the officer would have
Yeah,
said
don't
I
feel bad.
instigated
Your
it.
blood came out of the leather seating really easily.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank God. Hey, Julie, you remember Curtis McFly?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he no longer has the same mustache, but this guy has his old mustache.
Yeah, I see that.
Give me like, give me like one day. I'll grow it out into the same mutton chops.
Oh god.
No, that
Fucking
mustache
car
is
gone.
glorious.
What?
No, there it is.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you.
I may be right. I'm going there and use the bathroom.
Julie,
Yeah.
you know what to do.
I'm gonna go over here. Just.
Oh, I know exactly what.
Oh, gosh.
Whoa!
Oh wait, I'm
I
doing.
did
Oh
not
wait,
know you were
this
that flexible.
this could end well. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh!
my God.
Oh! 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 Tessa! Tessa, you might need to get slightly closer. Ugh. Oh, here it comes, Tessa. You might have to get closer. Oh, that's perfect. You're just holding a
Just
flashlight
take a step closer.
doing yoga. Oh.
Nailed it.
Shut up, puppets! yes. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's getting daytime. Shadow puppets. Very relaxing. Why is Scarlet not over here? Miss Winters!
Oh yeah, we should get Scarlet in
He's
here.
the camera guy. He's got to have the right camera angle, man.
Hey, here's my number. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always open as a minister.
Scarlet! Come see the shadow puppets!
It's all pink, fluffy unicorns and bunnies and shit.
Uh-huh. Totally innocent.
I don't think they cared about anything we were doing. They just kind of had their own conversation and left.
I didn't hear most of what they were saying. I just heard something about a church and money laundering, and I'm looking over here and I just couldn't
Wait,
stop
hold on.
giggling.
Ed, do you
Yeah,
have
I
a
was kind
flashlight?
of my sides hurt.
Do you have a flashlight?
Let me check real quick. Oh, no, I don't have an actual flashlight now.
Damn. I was just gonna sit here and do this.
Wait.
I love how you turn into a full-on director at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
um.
Oh my god, wait. Why
It's
is
just
there a
like
second
2 inches
Tessa?
too low. It's in the neck.
Listen, Julie's very talented, okay?
Did you see those handstands a bit ago? That was impressive. I can't do that. I love the intricate moving in the circle there.
Actually, Tessa, try to use is it Shine Torch? Yeah, shine your torch so it does this.
Oh.
It's a lot bigger.
How do you do that?
If you go on your phone and type /EM, you can actually scroll through your phone's options. Just use the left arrow and right arrow, and then you can just press enter.
It's on page 8.
Oh, see, it's a female thing.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Ah, okay. If you go on your phone and you type I don't know if this is something you're able to do. Probably not. /E space shine with a capital S, torch with a capital T, one word. I don't know if you can do it. If not, I'm gonna be sad.
I don't.
It's not available to me.
All right. I'll take your spot.
No.
You can take your flashlight out.
Oh my god,
I can
oh
do
my god,
that,
Matt,
but I
Matt,
don't
Wait,
think
back
you
up a little
actually
bit.
see light from.
Matt, look at this.
Oh gosh. Oh my
No, wait,
gosh.
hold on, watch this,
No.
wait for it.
Are,
Watch
are
this.
you playing tennis with yourself right now?
No, watch
Wait,
this,
what?
hold on, see if it does it again. Look at that. Bank. Blam. It's perfect.
Oh, you gotta be standing. Maybe if the angle was higher. Guess it needs to be on a car. Oh. Oh. Well, that's pretty good. Hold on.
Gosh.
Oh, God damn it, you started welding.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Look at this. Turn it from the side.
Oh my god.
Aw, damn it. I tried. Tessa knows the trick.
Oh.
She might be even better than you are.
Oh, wait, hold on. If I adjust the angle just a little this way, maybe? Like that? Light? Is there a light? Flashlight somewhere? Oh gosh. Oh my god.
Black sheep, have
Oh
you
my
any
God.
wool? Yes, sir.
We are such children.
Oh, God.
Oh wait, hold on. Stay here. Hold on.
I swear, this is a perfect circle of adults.
Wait, I didn't think about the bat.
It's really hard. You gotta.
Getting big in the
Oh,
flashlight.
Oh yeah, the back can't really be angled right.
Yeah, it can.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Shine the light on me.
Ma'am, you need to stop stroking your bat in public.
Does anyone else see the news?
Don't come to the
Wait,
gas.
what?
I didn't know I held this
Do
like
not
this, okay?
come to the Innocence gas station. What the hell?
Right, you should try
Probably
this.
somebody blew up
See,
one of the
the-
tanks, I would assume.
The only thing that makes me want to do is be like, where's the Innocence gas station? And then go there. To see why I shouldn't be there.
Yeah, that just makes me want to go there
Alright.
more.
Yeah, right?
Whose McDonald's colored car is this?
Mate,
Oh my god. Why is this pull cue so short when I have it in my hand but so big on my back?
I don't know. Kelly had like 10 of them. Kelly didn't ever get back to us
Yeah,
either.
but look,
I'm not going to comment on that conversation.
look.
Mhm.
See how small it is?
It's
Bam! Look
retractable.
how big it is. You did the wrong kind of retractable.
That's what she said.
Alright, I'm gonna assume it's a no-go from Kelly on the count. He didn't get back to us, and he's usually not around until after 7 p.m.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, I want to
Yeah.
take care of you.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm
not,
ready.
I'm not sure if that was a sweet
That's
comment or you're about to hit her.
Take care
I
of her with the
mean,
pull
it
cue or
sounded
something.
like I'm going to take care of you in a good way. Then he poised up like he's going to punch her in the face.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
And then she
let me
did
do
that.
it this way.
So,
All right, you guys have a wonderful night. I'm just gonna
You
check
too.
out
Good night,
right
Tessa.
Yeah.
here.
I'll email you tomorrow, man.
night,
I
guys.
won't be in the city probably when you're around.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna be here for a couple of days, right?
No, just tomorrow night. I'll
Or-
be here Monday night.
Oh, just tomorrow night. Okay.
I'll
Okay.
get back Monday night, 5 or 6.
Don't
Yeah,
mind
'cause
all
I
my
probably won't.
clipboards.
I probably won't be here tomorrow night. I think.
Yeah, I won't be.
I might be around tomorrow.
Oh.
I'm not sure yet.
Oh God! What?
Oh, God, what the?
Oh,
Did she
Oh
Oh
just...
my god.
did you
Oh,
just?
she-
God damn it. She got
She
eaten by the
went-
ghost.
She
I
went for a
saw it.
nap.
I saw it.
All right. I'm gonna be going for a nap, so one of you guys can take care of me.
Yeah, I got you
Yep.
covered.
I'm
Yeah, I was
gonna
say,
go for a
I think
drive.
the zombie killer's got this. I'm gonna back up, just in case.
I'm gonna go for a drive in my new car.
Yep, enjoy.
It'll be easy to tell when Matt's gone because he won't be jumping around everywhere. Looking. Oh,
Wait, who's jumping around? Was I jumping around?
Oh, damn. That's a good shot. It's tough, son of a bitch.
I keep seeing her swing, and then like I hear like
got him.
7 hit
Oh.
marks.
Nice.
Oh god, he's gone. Oh shit, she
Did you
deleted
just drop
him.
that pole cue? Can you pick this up?
No.
Nope. Okay, I had to check. Are you heading to bed too?
Might drive around for a minute. I don't have a car actually.
Do you
Yeah,
want to
I'm
use
just
mine?
gonna go take this for a test drive and then probably head to bed in a minute.
I can give you the keys of mine if you want to drive that.
Oh, shit. It's around here. Totally a good driver.
Alright, let's see. How do I give you the keys? Give me 1 second.
It's in your phone. Might have to be in. Oh, yep, got it.
Did that work? Okay, cool. There you go. Alright, well, I'm about to head to bed, so you enjoy.
Yeah. See you on Monday probably.
Yep. Because I won't be here
Have a
tomorrow
good night.
either, so. Bye.
Bye. Hello there. Can I get in the car?
For like 2 seconds, literally.
personally. All right, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys later.